Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. My name is Ryan Keys. I would like to thank you for your time. We are going through a shift, the 2012 Mayan calendar ending, when in all actuality is the calendar didn't end. What it said is that time as we knew it would end. Now, when time as we know it ends, it means that a different time takes over, a soul time. And technology is kind of interweaving in this new spiritual experience that we're going through. The topic today is the things about twin flames that nobody talks about. And the reason why nobody talks about them is because they are not following along with the brand. Right now, the twin flame phenomenon is being catapulted and monopolized by the same kind of forces that were doing the law of attraction. So, not to criticize anybody, nobody's right, nobody's wrong, but that's just my heartfelt feeling. First, let's kind of disrobe the whole Disney concept of twin flames. Your twin flame may not be Prince Charming, they may not be coming with a glass slipper, and you may not be Cinderella with the fairy godmother granting you your wish. Now, that can happen, and it does happen. I would say more than not, that is gonna, if that's happening, that's probably gonna be with a life partner or a soulmate. You can have a beautiful, and let's just clarify this real quick. Your soulmate and your life partner can give you beautiful children, a beautiful existence, and a beautiful life. Now, if you are not feeling fulfilled in that situation, or if you are wanting to dive deep, I mean dive really deep, if you are wanting to expand your consciousness this lifetime, if you're wanting to be part of this new co-creative phenomenon, if you feel that you are up to that challenge, then start calling out for your twin flame. The twin flame is an imperfect, perfect union. Let me ask you a question, and I'll answer it myself too. Are you perfect? Is what you bring to the table perfect? And for myself, hell no, I'm not perfect. I am grumpy, I'm a grumpy bear. I get moody, I am a little bit withdrawn. My moon sign is a Capricorn, so I do tend to be kind of methodical and kind of black and white, like I said. Now, I am a Gemini sun sign, which means I am a communicator, a little bit flighty, but in my rising ascendant is a Libra, so I'm all about balance. So needless to say, I'm a piece of work, but I'm a lover. I like love. Now, when you are this imperfect person calling out to another imperfect person to enter a perfected style of interaction, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think that's going to go? Two imperfect people that are the exact mirror image coming together. This strength is this strength. This weakness is this weakness. This darkness is this darkness. And then these two entities merge. They intertwine. Now, you're going to get a lot of forces pulling upon these forces. So I'd like to say, yes, you will get deja vu, but let's let go of the deja vu. Let's let go of the kid-like excitement for a second. Because if you want to get through this twin flame phenomenon and see the other side and get to a place of understanding and a place of knowing, you need to know those things that people aren't telling you about the twin flame phenomenon. In that first portion of the phenomenon, who are you? Where are you in your life? What do you want out of life, right? What do you expect this twin flame situation to bring to you? Are you expecting it to bring to you this priceless, perfect scenario of making out on the beach and sunsets in Aruba? I've got news for you. I've got real news for you. The down and dirty, get out of town Disney is not going to be that 100%. To get to that spot, you got to go through a lot of stuff. So there's a certain level of depression that's associated pre-twin flame in this elevation cycle where you're trying to elevate your being into another level of awareness. And then once you meet your twin flame, you get that giddy deja vu, like, woo, oh my God, I love this person. They give me chills. They know me. They see me. We've got the 4 C's: clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, and clairexistence, where you hear them, you feel them, you see them. They are all aware of you, and you guys have developed like a 6th sense outside of the normal 5 senses. That is a great place to plow through life. But like I said, who are you? Where are you? And what do you see yourself doing? Where do you see yourself going? Because both of you guys are going to have a mission. You're both going to have this place, this point of starting. So whether you are a housewife that is going through a divorce, or a woman that owns a business, or whether you're a man that just got laid off and you are feeling unfulfilled, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling palpitations, you're feeling a lack of love, you're feeling as if your place in this world is not sound, you're feeling like you need to go forward and do something else. You look around you and you see that there's a problem in society and you want to help change this. That's the place where you are starting to go to when you're starting to call out for this twin flame phenomenon. That's a place of self-reflection. And twin flames are about self-elevation. And remember that when you have a twin flame encounter, you've been calling out to this other soul for a long time. They will hear you. And when you meet, you're going to understand each other. You're going to have a rapport that is unlike any other. You're going to feel as if you've known this person your entire life, because this person is you. You have known them. You have interacted with them. You may not have always been with them at different places in your past, but they are there. They are part of you. That was your Adam and your Eve of the beginning, right? So the one thing that I would like for you to really look deeper into, you've got to get past the sex, get past the physicality, get past the making out on a Bali beach situation. This is about an elevation of self. So this is a mirroring of you. So the reason why you're going to get a runner, and nobody wants to talk about running as much, I see tons of couples on YouTube that want to talk about being in a relationship. And I applaud you. And if you've gotten to that place, that is phenomenal. But I would love for you to once talk about the gestation period and how tough it is to get past the running phase. And then to also understand that even sex is going to be completely different with a twin flame, because your love, your understanding is based on an angelic, divine interaction being funneled down into the body, into a root chakra, into a very animalistic style of interaction of flesh body. So it's going to be a little bit disconnected. It's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be fantastic, but you might have sex and need to pull away for a few days. So if that happens, if you guys are interrelated and you have sex and you pull away for a moment, don't be surprised. Learn from it, live with it, allow. Twin flames are about letting go, allowing, and learning, and loving beyond what is your current state of allowing. One of the things that I would like to also bring to bear is that when you meet your twin flame, you're going to have stages. It's going to go in those stages. That's just how it always has. And I've talked to thousands of people for 15 years. It never differs. When you go through this situation, when the other runs, or if you both run towards source, run towards salvation, run towards your God, run towards a little bit of solitude, a little bit of silence, a little bit of self-indulged understanding, meditation, mantraing, praying. Get in your prayer closet and you break down this shell. Because the main purpose of a twin flame coming together is because the source is calling out for salvation for everything that's in existence. You are being called, you are being drafted into God's higher purpose. Will God allow you to love and to be that counterweight and that counterbalance and feel all these wonderful things that are on the physical plane? Yes, God will allow that. The creator, the source, the architect will allow that. However, understand the call. the shift that happened, the new age that we're going through, the elevation of self and soul, the discrepancies between technology and this fear-mongering mentality, and this overwhelming amount of draw to self-awareness, love, light. These are conflicting situations. They're both equally populated with people. To get the people to see the light of love and to counterbalance this ego which is existing now, this draft situation, these volunteers, these souls that said, hey, we're twins, it's like, remember, I don't know if anybody ever watched This Is Dating Myself when they had the thing on the Super Friends, the two twins, they go, Wonder Twin powers activate, shape of, exactly. You guys are activating, you're taking shape of salvation for all of us. Don't shirk your responsibilities. Don't shirk the independent responsibilities you came to this with. When I myself first realized that I have to go forward, and that it might not be a calling for me to experience that oneness completely, due to the situations that would be in accordance with this process. It's devastating. It is devastating. Now you're going to go through anger, depression, then loneliness and sadness. You're going to go through some silence, and the way to the other side is to see yourself, because the twin flame is you, and they're not running from you, they're running from them, and they just see you in them and vice versa. They're running from the truth. And if you're a runner, or if like I'm a runner and I'm running from truth. I'm running from fear. I don't want to face it, because it's hard to face yourself. When I sat in silence for a week, it was very difficult. Those same steps, those same stages that you would experience on a twin flame relationship, you experience when you go through a week of silence. It's a cutting, it's a carving away of the things that you believe make you who you are. This falsity of consciousness that we live in. You want to look at life with open eyes. You want to understand that we've been given a social responsibility to share love, to be love, to open up the eyes of those that are closed, to be a messenger for a greater message. So if you are sitting there right now and your twin flame is running, or in a situation that can't be broken and you're alone, you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. Find peace and solace in understanding the purpose. I had several people write into me about that. Because you're sitting here alone, facing this overwhelming amount of information and occurrences that are surrounding a twin flame involvement, does not mean that you can't meet a beautiful soulmate. It does not mean that you can not find a life partner to live the rest of this life with. If your soulmate is locked away in a situation that is unchangeable, God is love. The source is divine. The source wants you to experience everything. So a soulmate is right there waiting for you. And in the next series of what we're doing, I'm going to also kind of go through what it can do and what you can do with a soulmate, to counterbalance that pain from that separation of your twin flame. If you haven't ever seen the movie Age of ALLENE, I encourage you to watch it. It is a wonderful movie that shows you about twin flames and soulmates and opening up. Just watch it with an open mind. It's a gorgeous movie. And then, as I've always said, please watch Cloud Atlas with some coffee, because it'll put you to sleep, but it's brilliant. So those are the things that a lot of people don't want to talk about when it comes to twin flames. They want to keep selling you the Disney brand, and they want you to keep dancing on sunshine thinking that it will be okay. And I'm here to tell you, it can. And I've seen it happen. And twin flames come together all the time and become unstoppable forces for the source and for salvation. But if you aren't one of those, don't feel left out. God is love, God is good, and God is looking out for you. All right. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for supporting me. I encourage you to subscribe and to get involved. Leave some comments so I can hear what you're talking about. Go to my website, psychicperspectives.com. It is not about being a psychic. It's about taking things like I do with my radio show, Spirituality with a Spin. I'm taking concepts, psychic perspectives, and I'm putting them into action so that we can understand how these things affect and relate to us. I'm not psychic. I'm intuitive because of a near death. So, all right. Have a great day. Namaste. I will see you on the other side. Peace, light, and love.